I'm Ruth Hardinger, pleased to tell you about my life. I am on the board of Franklin Furnace, an arts organization, and the board and steering committee for Damascus Citizens for Sustainability, a grassroots group fighting against fracking and promoting renewable energy, originated in Damascus, Pennsylvania, and also working in New York City. The proposal I'm making to the Rauschenberg Foundation is independent of these organizations. I was born and lived in rural small-town Iowa, was a college exchange student to the Yucatan, moved to New York, took art classes with Stelmos at the Art Students League, and won a MacDowell Traveling Scholarship for a year in Greece and Italy, and completed a bachelor's degree on classical studies with a minor in ancient Greek, knowing ancient civilizations would give me deeper knowledge of humanity. After living in Mexico, I continued making tapestries with Alberto Vasquez. One of my tapestry drawings, he said, looked like cloud formations he just saw as tragic times. In the previous month, a large earthquake hit Mexico, and 2 friends of mine were drowned in an accident. It touches me that these earth-based events were aligned with clouds and the tapestry. A Mesoamerican creation legend, the Popol Vuh, describes life and death battles in the underworld. The hero twins won, permitting humans to have life and light in the world of the sun and the moon. It's a perfect affinity to art and politics. The time between ancient legends and the present offers a visionary reverence without dogma. Using this legend with my art has been on my mind for a number of years, but now, by merging these legends with life being threatened, it's a profound fit. Since 2010, I have been voluntarily quite active in the fight against hydraulic fracturing for gas in New York State. I was a collaborating initiator of fracking art and activism against the drill at Exit Art. Disturbed that many New York City residents did not even know about fracking or thought it was only an upstate issue, in 2011 I organized a talk attended by over 50 people to learn from an attorney, a physician, the former commissioner of the New York City Department of Environmental Protection, the director of DCS, whose legal actions kept fracking out of the Delaware River Basin, and Josh Fox. I've also organized similar talks, one in conjunction with an art exhibition that was attended by 2 New York Assembly members who then voted against fracking in New York. I've attended private meetings and presented numerous comments to the public hearings at the New York City Council. In 2012, a friend asked if I had ideas to deal with climate change. I suggested that we instigate looking at fugitive emissions of methane in Manhattan. Natural gas is, by the way, over 90% methane. Working under Damascus Citizens for Sustainability, Gas Safety Inc. used new measuring devices and found at least 5% of the gas in Manhattan is leaking from pipelines. This project branched out. Several months after the emissions report, Marfa Dialogues called for proposals in 2013. Sponsored by Cooper Union, we won a grant, curated an art exhibition, and organized a panel discussion about these methane emissions in the Great Hall Gallery and Auditorium. It's been important to collaborate, although I want to say that my several years of working with activism brought a leadership of access and information to making this possible. New York City Council turned to this report after the Bronx gas pipeline explosion. This summer, the EPA Inspector General cited it in his infrastructure leakage report. For the October 23rd Council public hearing, I'll present how methane's potent, short-lived climate-forcing gases leaks are escalating climate change, and the city's energy plan needs to quickly convert to renewable energy. We are too close to global warming's tipping point. My artist talks after exhibitions describe my interest in conflicting materials as a mirror of politics and life forces. Most of my art is predicated on abstraction to engage physical texture, torn and reconnected papers, material choices with sources of life, graphite as carbon, milk as food, weight as concrete, which also means fact and truth, and cardboard as something without substance. My art has messages with materials. Thank you.